What was supposed to be a thrilling shark cage dive in Mossel Bay, South Africa, quickly turned into a nightmare when tourists got far more than they bargained for. In this chilling clip, a group of friends films an enormous great white circling their cage, a cage meant to protect them. But the mood shifts fast. The shark starts biting and slamming the bars, and the divers realize the metal might not hold. Shockingly, the guide continues lowering the bait, drawing the shark even closer, fueling the attack. The video cuts off suddenly, and what happened next remains unknown. In the shark-infested waters of Gansbai, South Africa, a group of divers gets ready for what they believe will be a controlled encounter, observing great whites from the safety of a cage. The bait is set just a few meters away, but what happens next catches everyone off guard. A massive great white doesn't take the bait, it charges the cage. With a violent lunge, it bites down on the bars, thrashing with raw power. In the confusion, one diver's hit in the head as the shark forces part of its body inside the cage. Panic sets in, time slows. Every second feels like forever until they finally resurface. Gasping for air, adrenaline pumping. The cage held together, but only just. Moments like this raise the question, how close is too close? Somewhere off Guadalupe, a diver got a bit more than he expected when a great white shark took an interest in his cage dive. At first, things seemed calm. The shark stayed at a distance, and the diver observed from behind the bars. But then, the shark suddenly turned and came in fast. When the bars held, it circled around and struck the other side, slamming into the cage with force. Luckily, after a second failed attempt, the shark lost interest and swam away. But for the diver inside, those few seconds felt like forever. In Guadalupe, this chilling video begins with what appears to be a calm shark circling a group of cage divers filming their experience. Curious about the structure, the shark moves in for a closer look, but the mood quickly shifts as the animal gets a little too close for comfort. After a tense moment, the shark seems satisfied and swims away, leaving the divers to continue their adventure, heart still racing. This intense moment begins as a group of cage divers comes face to face with a great white shark heading straight for them. The nightmare unfolds as the shark slams repeatedly into the cage, shaking the bars and leaving everyone inside frozen in disbelief. Then, finally, the shark swims off and the silence breaks. The entire boat erupts in cheers, celebrating the terrifying and unforgettable encounter they just witnessed together. This intense clip begins as a large great white shark suddenly swims straight toward a lone diver during a cage dive. After a brief impact with the cage, the diver is pushed back by the force of the movement. Fortunately, the shark doesn't continue the encounter. It simply turns away and calmly swims off, leaving the diver with quite a story to tell. In Mexico's Guadalupe Island, a cage diver experienced a truly unforgettable moment when a great white shark came in for a closer look. The man stands completely still as the massive shark lingers just inches away from him. Fortunately, the shark doesn't get through the bars. After bumping into the cage and even losing a tooth in the process, it eventually turns and swims away. Adrenaline ran high during this shark cage dive in Guadalupe Island, where two divers experienced one of the most intense moments of their lives. At first, everything feels perfect. The two men enjoy the beauty of the ocean from the safety of the cage. But then, without warning, everything changes. Confused and unable to free itself, the shark struggles for a while before finally managing to escape. Once free, the shark calmly swims away, while the two divers are left catching their breath in pure relief. This encounter starts with a cage diver recording himself as a great white shark circles around, trying to grab the bait. After a few moments, the shark disappears, giving the diver a short pause before things escalate. Great white sharks can swim up to 56 kilometers per hour, and this one slams into the cage with enough force to rattle the diver. The clip ends as the shark swims off, leaving the diver pumped with adrenaline. In Guadalupe Island, a group of cage divers experienced the shock of a lifetime thanks to a surprise visit from a great white shark. The clip begins with the divers calmly admiring the ocean from inside the cage until they spot a large shark approaching from the distance. At first, everything seems under control, but then the shark notices a fishing line nearby, and what happens next might just make you jump. Fortunately, after a single bump against the cage, the shark seems to lose interest and calmly swims off in the other direction. What's your take on cage diving? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it. It really helps the channel.